Hi everyone! So in this video I was going to bring you all my 2012 favorites, and in this video it's going to be like some things are going to be like, you know, things that you've seen a million times, and then other things are going to be things that like, it's like duh, everybody uses that, but it's like this is my first year really getting into makeup and actually playing with it and really wearing it and like loving it. And so, you know, if there's some things that you're like, oh, that's like what every girl should be using, it's because I'm a beginner, y'all. I am 22, but anyway. Okay, the first thing I wanted to show you all is lashes. So this year was my first year currently using lashes. At first I really sucked at it, but like now I really enjoy it and I think it's really awesome. So that was my first thing. The second couple things I'm going to bring you are my mascaras of 2012. And the first one is going to be my holy grail, the one that you've probably seen a million times if you've watched any of my favorites videos, and that is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. This stuff is amazing. I've said it countless times in many other videos. It's just lengthening, volumizing. It's good stuff. And then the second one I wanted to talk about was the NYX Doll Eye Mascara. Now, I've only had this for like a couple weeks or so, but it is like, I've been using it more than the L'Oreal, so like I know that this stuff is really good, so I've been really loving that. And then the third thing that I really loved this year that I discovered was the MAC mascara, and this is my little sample size that I'm still trying to kill. And I just really loved it. It's not exactly like super lengthening, and that's the brush there, but it's super like volumizing and it grabs the lashes, and I really enjoy that. So those are my three mascaras for 2012. The next things I want to show you are my eyeshadow palettes of 2012. So the first one that is like the one that like I liked the most this year is my BH Party Girl palette. Oop. And that's it there. And this is inside. And I really, like, when I first started playing with makeup, I was super into color, and I was like, ooh, I gotta have that. It has so many pretty colors, you know what I mean? And I haven't been using it that much recently, but that's just because I got a bunch of new stuff for Christmas, so, you know, I'll end up using it again eventually. And the next thing of 2012 that I really enjoyed was the Too Faced Little Black Book of Beauty. And I got this a couple months ago, and that's what it looks like on the inside. I've kind of killed it. Like this copper color here in the middle I really enjoyed, and then the matte blush here I really enjoyed as well. The bronzer and the highlight I didn't like as much because the highlight had glitter in it, and so did the bronzer, so I didn't really play with the bronzer and the highlight all that much, but the blushes in this palette were really nice. The next couple of things I wanted to talk about were lip stuff of 2012, and I just recently discovered makeup, so you know there's only two. And the first thing I wanted to talk about was the Revlon lip butters. I have two of them. I have the Creme Brulee and Lollipop Gumdrop. So Creme Brulee and Gumdrop, and like I said in my Christmas haul or whatever, I use Gumdrop and another lipstick that I have that's floating around here somewhere that's called Eggplant to make this color that's on my lip right now. So really been loving the lip butters. I thought those were really awesome this year. And then the second lip thing that I really loved this year was the NYX matte lipsticks. I like these a lot. For a matte lipstick, and especially by what they would call a drugstore brand, this is really good stuff. This is it here. And this is the color Shocking Pink. So it's like a pink purple color. It's really beautiful. I really enjoyed that. So that was the lip stuff. For face primers, I'm only going to throw one out there because I did have the e.l.f. primer, but I have to say I'm never going to buy that ever again. So I gotta say it's the Spackle for this 2012 Best Primer, Laura Geller Spackle. The next things I want to talk about are my eyeshadow primers, and I've had the same eyeshadow primer for almost 2 years now, so maybe it's time to get in the market for a new one, but I really want to finish this one off, and that's the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And it's really awesome. If I run out of it, I'll probably buy it again. after I buy something else, because I just want to get out there and try and see what's out there, you know what I mean? And the second thing I want to talk about is the concealer of my favorite of this year. Now, I had another concealer, but I gave it to a friend of mine because I really didn't like it. I think it was the Maybelline something or rather. But anyways, my favorite concealer this year is the Age Rewind, and it was talked about by so many girls on YouTube, and I was like, oh, you know, I put it off for a while and I didn't buy it, and then when I finally went out and bought it, I love this stuff. Like, it's been my go-to holy grail concealer. I'll probably never buy anything ever again. The next thing I want to talk about are more face products. So the next thing I've showed in like almost every favorites video that I've had, and that is the So Bronze Bronzer in Tiki by Hard Candy. And this bronzer, and this is it here, this bronzer has been my highlight all year long. I'm telling you, this is the most beautiful, I don't know if you can see it there on my finger, it's the most beautiful, most, I don't know, the best highlight I've ever had. And I'm probably going to go out and buy the other bronzers that the Too Faced makes, because they're also considered highlights, like the champagne colored one and the pink one. Anyway, and then the best powder that I used this year, I used two. I used the NYX pressed powder, and then I used the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I really enjoyed this. I'm not using it right now because my face is extremely dry right now, so I'm not really using a lot of powder, but that is good when my face does get oily. And there it goes. The next thing I wanted to mention was my Tarte blush. This is the one that I just picked up the other day, and I just wanted to mention this and throw this in there because Tarte, like I said in my last haul or Christmas haul, I'm really loving Tarte. I think Tarte is my new high-end favorite product of the year. Tarte, y'all, love it. And then the best bronzers 2012, hands down, the Too Faced Chocolate, I'm dropping everything today, oh my goodness, the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. And that's it in there. I haven't touched this one yet because it came in my Sephora favorites, and I gave my old one to my friend. And the second bronzer that I wanted to mention was a bronzer that's actually in a palette, and it's this bronzer here, and this is the Butt Naked palette. So it's the only bronzer that comes in there, and I actually really enjoyed that bronzer. That bronzer was like one of the best bronzers I've had. Like, it was right up there with the Too Faced, the way it went on and the way it just sat in your, it's very beautiful. I enjoyed it very much so. Yeah, the next things I wanted to talk about were face wipes. I discovered these year. Previously, I've been wearing makeup since I was 14, but I only wore like eyeliner and mascara, and I never really washed any of it off, so I guess that's really bad. Like I said, use those. Really love the face wipes. Couldn't get enough of them. The next thing I've been really loving for 2012 is a setting spray. This is actually this is the e.l.f. makeup set and spray. And this is the only one that I've ever tried. I do want to get the Urban Decay All Nighter because I just heard that that one's better. Like, this one I feel like is more of a moisturizer, like a do-up kind of spray, you know what I mean? Like, if you're feeling kind of like dry, you can do yourself up real quick. Like, I feel like that's what more this is rather than a setting spray, or rather. And then the next couple of things I wanted to mention were just some eyeliners. The first one isn't an eyeliner, it's a lip liner, but it's a black lip liner from NYX. It's their retractable, so I've been using it as an eyeliner. And then the second one is, of course, my Fabuliner from Jordana. And that's what that looks like in there, and I've been really loving this. This is my holy grail eyeliner. Like, I won't use any other eyeliner. I've tried different eyeliners. I think I tried some liquid eyeliners, and I can't maneuver it very well, so. And then the last couple things I wanted to talk about were like miscellaneous body slash perfume slash hair stuff. So the first things I wanted to throw in there were my Macadamia shampoo and conditioner. I love this stuff. I'm going to continue to buy it. I feel like my hair is healthier, stronger, more flexible. I couldn't say enough good things about these things. If you're in the market for a new shampoo and conditioner, go out and try this. I guarantee if you've ever colored your hair, if you have dry hair, if you have any problems with your hair like I do, you're gonna love this. Guaranteed. I guarantee it. And then the next thing I want to talk about was my teasing brush that's very dirty right now. So I picked this up from Sally's a couple months ago, and I've really been enjoying it. I've always wanted more oomph to my limp hair, and this really does it. Just go under the hair, tease a little bit, and lay it down. Really nice. And then the next thing I wanted to mention was my Hempz lotion. I don't think there's any other lotion out there that I love more than this lotion. It's a little moisturizing for people who have like more oily skin, but for someone like me who has super dry skin, this stuff is awesome. I love it, and I like the original scent more than like the pomegranate and the jasmine scent that they have out now. This stuff smells awesome. And then the last thing I wanted to mention was my Viva La Juicy little perfume thing here. I did previously in the year have a smaller one, and the year before that I had a big one. So Viva La Juicy is my all-around, like all year's favorite perfume. So I think that's about it. The other thing I wanted to just throw in there and say I liked a lot this year is because I've been getting a lot of use out of it, and that is all of my makeup brushes, not just the Shany ones. The Shany ones, you know, have been doing their job, I should say. You know, I don't really enjoy them that much, but they've been doing their job, and they don't shed that much, so I guess I can't say too many bad things about them, and I've figured out more uses for them now that I've been using makeup more. And then I've got my e.l.f. face brush that I really enjoyed this year, and my MAC 217, which I really enjoyed as well. So that's the last of the things that I've enjoyed for 2012, and I hope that y'all had a lot of good things that you enjoyed for 2012, and I hope that this year we will all discover better and new things and have a good year. And I hope y'all are still watching out there, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye everyone!